Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the No ID Podcast. It's your host, Rome Davis. We're on a new season here. I have music connoisseur, comedian, host, producer, podcast host, MC. You've seen her at the DC Improv. She's got to work with people like Tony Rock, the one and only Shawnnell Brown. How you doing?
Hello. Okay, few corrections.
Okay.
I am not a musician. I am a DJ. Although some people say that I should stop saying that because DJs are musicians, so maybe I should embrace that.
Let's embrace it.
Yeah, okay.
Let's embrace it. How
Yeah.
you feeling?
I feel great. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. I saw your post in the Richmond, Virginia group. I see that you have a comedy mixer coming up. And you're going to be putting on shows, trying to bring, I guess, a network of comedians together as one. How did that idea come about?
Okay, so I am originally from this area, this Richmond, Chester, Virginia area. I moved to DC after college and after a long stint in Atlanta for work. I started doing comedy in DC, which was really cool, really fun. But then I moved back to this area and I felt like, okay, I have to build the community. I don't know any comedians, and comedians to me are the best people in the world, like literally, hands down. So I usually I can build my community just going to open mics and things like that. But, I'm one of those, I like to get things done. So I said, let me just do a mixer. I don't have time to waste. And this will be really good because then I'll be able to meet a lot of comedians. And then when I start producing my shows at the top of 2025, I'll already have like a list of comedians, kind of already have my network, and we could just get rocking and rolling. So that's basically why I'm doing the mixer. And then, of course, it's going to be fun. We have some good music, some food.
Are you DJing?
You know what? I was thinking about it. And then I said, I already have this stereotype of doing too much. And I said, maybe I should lean into it and then like DJ and do like a little comedy set and then like run around and plan. And then I said, you know what? I'm not. Because I am team too much. And I thought that would just be too much. So.
Team too much? Sometimes it's not.
I'm on team too much. Sometimes I could do the most. Like doing the most. I think DJing would absolutely have been doing the most. But I thought about it. And the fact that I even thought about it says a lot about, I think, my personality. So.
I think you should do it.
I should DJ.
Yeah.
While I'm hosting.
Yeah, you should be like, yeah, coming to the stage. And you just like DJ. And then you start doing your set. And then you be like, now we about to mix it up. Fick it. And boom, just bring it in. And obviously, I'm not a DJ because nobody makes a fick it noise anytime they DJ.
And do the little air horns. Dun, 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 and then run up on stage and run back. Yeah.
Hold on. Intermission. I got to go back to my set.
No, don't do that because I will. And I have to calm down. I got to stop. Because I'll do it and then I'll blame you. And then that's like one other thing that people are going to say that I'm just like, I do the most.
Definitely. How long have you been doing comedy?
I thought you were going to say, how long have you been doing the most?
No.
I've been doing comedy since 27, the end of 2018. Let's say 2018.
What made you get into it?
Oh my gosh. So I've always wanted to be a stand-up comic. Like that was my dream. The first time I fell in love with comedy was when I watched Friday. And I know, and Chris Tucker's character, Smokey, right? Yeah. I was like fascinated. And that was the first time I actually like was fascinated by comedic timing. And I didn't know what it was at the time. I was just like, he is really funny. Like, what is it? I mean, obviously Chris Tucker is a funny dude, but it was something more like there was more of a science to it that I noticed, I think, at an early age that I was like, this isn't just regular comedy. This is something he's like, there's something to it. And so I started studying it, and I just used to watch that movie like back to back. And so I was like, I want to be a comedian. Like, I want to get on stage and just make people laugh. And then my mom was like, my dad also was like, girl, what? No. So yeah. So I went to law school.
I can't make you laugh, but I can get you out of jail. That's pretty much what we were talking about here.
Maybe we could do both. Maybe I could do both. Which is not funny, but but yeah, I find humor in everything. It gets me in a lot of trouble. It has gotten me in some little trouble, but like I laugh, I find the funny in everything. And then so after law school, I graduated in 2015, moved to DC, and I was like, it's always was in me. I said, I gotta get on stage. I have to do this. So I went to like this little workshop thing and did my first show, and then just like started doing more shows. And then I was affirmed, I think, by people who were doing comedy for a while, and they told me, you are a natural. And I was like, I don't think they would say that if it wasn't true. And I keep hearing it. And I'm like, I don't think people would just lie, because I don't think the community, that I would say this, the comedy community is very nice. I have noticed that we're very nice to each other. We support each other, but we don't really lie to each other. So I was like, well, they can't be lying. All these people can't be lying. Maybe I am a natural. So then that's what gave me that confidence to keep going. Yeah.
You remember the first time you got on the stage?
Yes, I do. And it was nerve-wracking because I think I'm naturally an anxious person. So I think, but I also heard that that's normal to feel that way. And that's actually a good thing. But I was very, very like anxious, very nervous. But also it felt like I was at home. That sounds very cliche, but I felt like in control. Like I had my mic, I just felt in control. So I liked it. I liked the feeling.
Do you remember the first time you bombed?
Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, I hope this doesn't sound crazy. I am a perfectionist. So I'm not going to say every set I've done was good, because I've had some sets where I don't think they were great. And I had a set where I just completely forgot everything, and maybe that was where I bombed. It was at the DC Improv Lounge, and it wasn't the best set, but I don't think I bombed because necessarily in the way that we know what bombing means, is because I like over prepare. And that's honestly why I stepped away from comedy, because it gave me so much anxiety. Because when I like days before my shows, I'm preparing and preparing and preparing and preparing so that I don't bomb, So I don't know if that answered your question.
Oh, I bombed one time. They threw a chicken wing at me.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I would fight. Were they black? Okay. Well, I get a pass.
Yeah.
You can't be white and throw a chicken wing at a black
person. No. It was at a bar. The stage was like in a corner, and the lady was at the bar. And I mean, for 3 weeks, she kept messing with me. And for the 3 weeks, I didn't say nothing. But week 4, chicken bone. I was like, she said something, and we started going back and forth. And then they cut the lights off on me. Well, cut the mic off on me, played music, and I left. And then I took a month off from comedy, and I started podcasting.
See, we all have our story.
And I was like,
Love it. That's it? That's what a chicken wing? That's all it took? Was it a big one?
It wasn't a chicken wing. It's just, I don't know. I pride myself on being okay. I was okay. I was okay. I was still a fan of my voice. I think I was maybe 4 or 5 months in.
Ooh, that's super early. And and that's when that
And this is before we knew the etiquette of an open mic. I thought at an open mic you had to do new material at every open mic. It was nah, man, you can do some old stuff. I did not know that. My old stuff, Yeah. I think I said, I don't even tell the joke no more. I ain't gonna get canceled, but it was like, you could find me at Christian Mingle, Assalamu alaikum, and boom, chicken bone. And I was like, all right. I said, let me go
It's
ahead and do a
okay.
podcast. Let me do a podcast.
Here's the thing. Like, this being a comedian is not easy because we don't know what's about to happen when we say this joke. We don't know what, like, we know when we say it to ourselves, it's funny. When we write it in our little comedy journal, it's funny. Our little book, it's funny. When we say it in the mirror, it's funny. When we get out and test it, it could like be the work. Like, it's this is hard because you really don't know what the audience is going to think. And that's in the only way you could get the joke out and test it is by performing it. You can't test it in practice. We don't even get to practice. We have to test it in an audience setting. That's tough. Even like honestly, anyway.
Go ahead, get it off your chest. You know.
No, I'm saying like this is I respect all comedians because it's hard. You're up there, you're telling a joke that you wrote that you care about, and you don't know what is about to happen after you say it. And this is from Kevin Hart all the way to the person who just started. Like we all have to test our stuff, and we don't know what's going to happen. You know?
I got a cheat system. I test mines out in the creative space every Thursday. So I treat that as my open mics. Then I treat my open mics as a showcase. Then I treat the showcases like I'm at a comedy club and so on and so on.
Okay.
I done had enough chicken bones and breadsticks thrown at me in 5 years.
What are you saying? I gotta go to your show. When are you performing again? I gotta see why you getting stuff thrown at you. I never had anybody
Next,
throw anything at me.
you never had nobody throw nothing. I had a boo. I had chicken bone. I had one guy. This was recently. We wasn't even bombing. We was having fun. And he was doing crowd work. And I said, "What's your name, sir?" He said, "Bang Bang." I said, "You know what? You have a blessed day, sir."
You in the trenches. You out there. You out
I was
there.
in the trenches.
You out there.
Nah,
That's good though. That means you're not scared. You're doing, you know, you're not playing it safe. That's a good thing.
Where do you get your inspiration from when it comes to your jokes?
Um Everyday life. So, like I said, I find the funny in like basically everything. And I anything that I think is funny, I'll just put it in my comedy book and I'll just write it, and then I'll just think about it. But yeah, everything at my life, people, relationships, like friendships, any sort of relationship. It could be coworkers, whatever. Um, and my life is quite interesting, I think. So I have a lot to pull from. Fortunately, and unfortunately, I have a lot to pull from. And whatever like makes people laugh. I mean, that's what I'm here for, I guess.
Who are some of your favorite comedians? Like those ones that you gravitate towards?
I gravitate towards Dave Chappelle, his mind, his genius. I like Tony Rock. I think he's really great. I personally really like Wanda Sykes. I've watched like her old stuff before when she was like she had that long hair. She was more, and then I've watched her like transition, and she's been like funny throughout the whole like her whole process, her whole transition from when she first started to now. She's been solid. Um, I like Paris Sachet. She's a DC comedian. I mean, so funny. I follow her on Instagram, and it's like the jokes never end with her. And Michelle Buteau, I gravitate to her as well. And then, sorry, Sam. You know Sam? She opened up for Dave Chappelle in DC. Am I saying her name right? And she was on the Netflix. Anyway, her name is something Sam or Sam something. She's dope. Sam. It's a
Sam.
yeah.
For the listeners out there, I'm gonna let Ms. Brown know. I don't have Netflix. I am a Tubi person.
Please tell me you lying.
No, I'm not. I don't have Netflix. I watch Tubi because of the stand-up specials. So I might get like T.K. Kirkland, Hannibal Buress, Jasper Reed. I get those. I don't have Netflix. I canceled Netflix probably a couple of years ago. So whatever came out on Netflix, I don't know. I usually watch Tubi. I do have Max because I like to watch the old 30-minute specials when they had like uh what's his name, Bob Goldcat, Damon Wayans, like those. But Tubi gets those independent comedians that's not like on Netflix and stuff like that, or they tried to pitch to Netflix and they didn't make it. So that's what I usually gravitate towards. I do not. I am Tubi.
You're proud. You sound proud. You
I
sound
am.
very
I'm
proud to
proud.
do that.
I don't watch the dumb shit that was like Plug Love and all that mess they watch. I watch it for stand up. So it's all good.
So you've never had like someone give you their Netflix password, or you never asked for it?
And
Is there a story? I feel like there's a story behind this Netflix. Like,
we're gonna unpack. I used to get new email addresses to actually get new Netflix 30-day
here we go. Here we go.
But they stopped doing the 30-day trials. I was like, I wait to Black Friday before they drop a special on something.
Wow.
So I keep an email on deck, but I
Wow.
don't got it.
So you haven't never watched Love at First Sight? I mean, sorry, my bad. What's that little show? Well, you wouldn't know it anyway, I guess. But the little show, Love is Blind.
Nope.
Man, you just out here. Just out here.
People be think I'd be capping. I just got social media back in 2019 when I started comedy.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, actually.
No. Now, you said Tony Rock is one of your favorite comedians, right?
Yeah,
And you got
really
worked
dope.
with him before too, right?
I've met him. I never worked with him, but I've met Tony behind. I went into Green Room one time when I performed, or he performed at DC Improv, and he gave me some really good like pointers and advice. Talked about write every day, write. He just gave me really good advice, and that was early on in my career as a comedian, and so I took that and just ran with it. And then he's cool. He's cool. I know him, so he's cool. Yeah, but I never worked with him.
Texting and stuff. You'll be like, "Hey,
no, don't do that."
What? Am I doing too much?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Apologize. You have a podcast as well too? Show. I'm trying to be. I studied your page. I'm not giving it out because
my page. I'm a Tony Rock fan. He knows that.
Okay, I've studied your page. I looked at your page. I saw the DJ and stuff. I really was in the trenches on your page when we first followed each other. And I'm sorry if it sounds creepy, but okay. I was really in the trenches. I was like, okay, let's see where it goes and everything. Let's see where it goes. Let's see. Cause I'm talking about I was like, okay, she fitness. I think you did something with Chili's or Fridays.
What? I told you. I gave you the disclaimer that I do the most.
No, that's not doing the most.
You can't follow. There's no way to look at my page and know who I am. I'm everything.
But you're a brand though.
What is my brand? What is my brand to you?
It's like this podcast. It's no ID. You do everything. It's doing the most. DJ, producer, MC, host, podcast host, producer. You just got a lot of hats. And from previous people that I've talked to, like one of my mentors before he passed, D Militant, told me in this game you cannot have one hat. You have to have multiple hats into this.
Yeah.
You got to have multiple hats. So, okay, most people get into comedy, but they may end up podcasting and writing, producing. Like a lot of us comedians, we end up writing for some of your shows that you never would think that we work for. We had a couple of comedians writing for Bubble Guppies. You ain't know that, did you?
Mm-mm.
We write all the time. Some of us go into mental health. We got comedians that do music as well too. We produce music. You just see a lot of it. It's just you have multiple hats. I don't think it's doing too much. I think you're just doing what your brand is, right?
Yeah.
It may not make sense to somebody, but it makes sense to you. That's
And
all
it
that
makes
really
me happy.
matters.
But, my 9 to 5, obviously, I'm an attorney and I do take that profession very seriously. I think I do really good work. But I think who I am at my core, I'm an advocate. Okay. I'm going to call out injustice, but I'm also like a creative. I have to create. I don't like to just consume. I feel anxious if I'm just consuming other people's work and I'm not creating something. Yeah. I
I
don't like.
agree. I agree. You just got to keep going. I don't know how old you are. We're not gonna get into that,
Mm-hmm.
but just keep
Good
going.
job. Yeah.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for that. Pat on the back. Good job. Um, well, I'm gonna keep it short because the listeners do not.
Your listeners have short attention spans. Is that what you're trying to say about them? Okay.
The listeners do not really rock with anything over an hour, but or around the 25-minute mark. I like to pew, pew, wrap it up.
Yeah.
If you can give any advice to any creative out there, what would it be?
Listen to your internal. Listen to your heart. Listen to what's going on internally and not externally, in terms of what it is that you're supposed to do, because nobody knows you but you, and it's going to be a really difficult journey if you're listening to what everybody else is telling you to do. It's going to be really hard, and then what's going to end up happening anyway is you're going to end up you're going to go through this journey of doing what other people tell you to do, and you're still going to end up doing what you want to do in the end. So you might as well just do that from the beginning and just listen to your heart and stay consistent, and you'll be fine.
I agree. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
just a little add on. Don't chase the fame or the money. Just chase the experience. I can't tell you who I met or what rooms I've been in, but I could tell you that I didn't have to pay, and my ego didn't get in the way, and I remain humble, and it's allowed me to build relationships with some of these people that I grew up on. Write every day, be consistent, be persistent, and show respect to
Mm-hmm.
those that actually come on your platform, or they allow you to come on their platform, vice versa. That's it. Stay humble and hungry, and keep God first. But if they want to follow you or see any shows, updates, are we allowed to give out your social media? Because I was a little hesitant about it.
Why? Why?
Because, we had a conversation. People that's listened to No Idea watched it. There's been some,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, sure. Um, Attorney Sean B. I'm not with the shenanigans though. So,
I agree. Follow me at Comedian Rome, all social media platforms, No ID Media TV. Um, this
that's
Wednesday,
sorry.
go ahead. You sneeze?
No,
No
I didn't
ID
mean to
Media
cut you off.
TV on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Um, Next show will be the October 26th. I'll be at K Bola in Williamsburg. November 2nd, I will be at Maryland.
Okay.
Maryland. I got some more stuff coming up, but all you guys gotta do is just follow the page. That's all. And I do follow back. So just keep supporting creatives, especially black creatives and black media. She's not with shenanigans, so if you do decide to slide in her DMs, be respectful.
Yes. So that's Attorney Shawn SHAWN B. And yeah, I'm always looking to collaborate. Always looking to work on projects, especially like film. projects.
I know some people I can get you in touch with.
Thank you. Yeah. And then I'm ready to DJ. If you have something you want to book me, come on, let's go. Don't go. Wait, look at my DJ controller. So I'm ready.
I don't DJ. I just got Apple Music and Tubi.
I'm ready. So yeah, DJ Nelly B also on Instagram. DJ NELLYB. And let's go. Let's get to work.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you. What, the 16th for the mixer?
Yes.
I'll be there. All right.
Yes. 7:00 at the center in Richmond, Virginia.